Alright, so now you don't get to watch a YouTube video of some other guy or woman performing a ART stretch on a person. Now you get to actually see me. This here's Christina. She's my assistant. A lot of you guys have already talked to her on the phone before and on the webmail. So what I want to talk about here is the Piriformis entrapment syndrome, the Piriformis. We've talked about trigger point and the referred patterns that the trigger points can have for the Piriformis. There's some images that I just showed you about the Piriformis stretch, but those were static. I want to show you kind of what we do, more of a dynamic motion. So what I want to do, this is basically an ART stretch for a Piriformis muscle. What I like to do, because the action, the Piriformis is going to go from the sacrum out to the side of the lesser trochanter out here on the femur. So what I like to do is at first put slack in the muscle by bringing it inward rotation. We bring it out, you're making the muscle more tense and taut. So we're going to start off with slack. Now, I like to start more center and work my way out. What I mean by that is close, just off the sacral border, I'll place my thumb right on the I'll find the Piriformis, I'll palpate and rotate till I find it, then I'll trace it up by its insertion by the sacrum. I'll come right off the border, I'll drop in, and then push toward the sacrum. Then as I do that, I hold this position with my left hand and I slowly roll the leg outward, and you can actually feel the muscle rolling under your thumb. Then I release, bring the leg back in, take another bite of the muscle, but what I do is I come out more lateral. I'm working the muscle belly. Right now I'm right in the middle of the muscle belly. Same thing, down and toward the sacrum and rotate it out. And again, I can feel it now rolling under my thumb. And we just work this all the way out the whole perimeter of the muscle, all the way up to from the origin to the insertion, and we work it all the way out. Okay. Sometimes you may have to do this 3 or 4 times on your patient until you start feeling adhesions release. The muscle will start loosening on its own as you're doing this. Now, for massage, another thing you can do, and my wife does this, is instead of holding the thumb static, you can actually do the same pattern. If you, with proper draping, you can take, but you'll start at the outside with the leg in. You'll start at the outside, not like what we were doing before when you start at the central. Start on the outside part, go in lightly, and then as the leg's rolling out, work the muscle belly up as the leg goes out. It's a more fluid motion of the thing. You're actually stripping the whole muscle belly and fiber itself instead of just point contact. That's just one of the aspects that we do with the Piriformis. Same thing as you've seen on the other video right before this. You can do the same thing with the hamstring. Put slack in the hamstring. Start up high. Some people like to start low. I like to start high and work my way to the periphery. So you start, again, take the bite and push toward the origin. Drop the hamstring down. You'll feel the muscle rolling under your thumbs. Then just work the whole muscle belly. For the massage, my wife likes to do, she will start at the periphery, the most distal end, have it slacken the muscle and the knee flexed. Then as it's going down, she will work the muscle fiber with her hand, working up. That works a lot of things. You can do the same thing with any muscle group, whether it be a calf, working it up and down as you're massaging, or you can just do static ART, releasing the muscle trigger points. You can do that on any muscle group. On the cervical, which I'm going to show you a video on the cervical, how we can do some stretching for the cervical extensors and the traps. You can do it for the biceps, the triceps, the pec muscles as you're going out. You can do this on any muscle. Just basically you're mimicking the action of the muscles while you're doing. So stay tuned, more videos are coming your way.